Hello, I am David Coburn, UKIP MEP, staunch British Unionist, proud Eurosceptic, and candidate for the UKIP leadership. In European institutions, the summer break is over. Here in the European Parliament, the Fisheries Committee and the Committee on Economic and Monetary Affairs are coming together this Wednesday. In the Econ Committee, we will vote on the general budget of the European Union, and we will debate the common corporate tax base, which will pave the way for a supranational European tax union. Needless to say, as a Brexiteer and a British taxpayer, I am against this taxation union. So should you as a British taxpayer, or you were paying a lot more tax. In the Fisheries Committee, we will have an exchange of views with the European Commission about fish stocks and the regulations for so-called third countries, which will be important for the United Kingdom after we have left the EU, and especially for Scotland. In the meantime, the new French President Macron, who apparently spends €26,000 on makeup, is meeting this week with German Bundeskanzlerin Angela Merkel and the Italian and Spanish heads of government. During the summit, they will discuss the free movement of labour. Oh dear. Emmanuel Macron is complaining about temporary detached workers coming from Eastern Europe. These forces are working in Western European countries, a lot of them in the UK, without contributing to our social healthcare system. This cheap labour, which can pay their social security contributions at the lower Eastern European rates in their own countries, but they are able to use the British healthcare system. This, I'm afraid, will bankrupt our healthcare system. It is clear that this free movement of detached workers is putting a burden on our own healthcare system. The free movement of people and labour is one of the main reasons why people voted for Brexit. In the future, we want to decide who is allowed to enter the UK and who is not. Through Brexit, we can end this massive problem. Isn't it funny to see how Emmanuel Macron, the so-called liberal EU federalist, is now asking for protection of his own labour market? We as UKIP were hitting the nail on the head many years ago when we said that this system of free movement of workers is undermining our NHS. Now it seems that even Emmanuel Macron is sharing our standpoint. The only problem is that neither President Macron nor Chancellor Angela Merkel will ever solve this problem, as long as the EU and single market with free movement of labour exists. The British Labour Party are now betraying the British working class by supporting a continuation of the free movement of labour workers. This debate about the Posted Workers Directive is proving why we as UKIP are right. We need a hard Brexit that takes us out of the single market. As long as the Tories and Labour want to remain in the single market, we will never stop this influx of cheap workers coming from Eastern Europe, stressing our healthcare system and devaluing our wages. Thank you very much.